Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm Timmy, your host, competitive strongman in the junior division in South Africa. And I have some news to deliver before my competition on Saturday, which will be the SA Log and Deadlift Championships of 2024. It's a competition that has two events. It has max log press, powerlifting style, so 3 attempts. If you go for a record, you get a 4th attempt. And the deadlift, standard, normal, conventional deadlift, no sumo. And that is, once again, powerlifting style, 3 attempts, 4 if you go for a record. And that would be any type of record. So it would be national, continental, or international. But yeah, no, so that's how that works. At this competition, same as the last one, there is also a bonus event that doesn't feature in the competition, but it's simply if you want to break a record for that event, then you can do it at the competition, and that will be the silver dollar deadlift, which is an 18-inch deadlift on a deadlift bar. So it's raised, it's just below the knees, and it has more whip in the bar, so you can move the bar without moving the weights a bit more than on a normal barbell. So yeah, no, very excited. It's 2 days away now. But you know, I'm here for a little bit of an update. So yeah, let's get into it. First thing to cover, update on essays, South Africa's strongest man. It has been moved from August to October. So yeah, it's now 2 months off from where I thought it would be. The reason for this is because Africa's strongest man is actually happening in South Africa. And so the two competitions are being blended together. So all the South African athletes are competing for SA strongest, and everyone there would be competing for Africa's strongest. So yeah, no, I've technically moved up in the world without having to pay for a flight ticket somewhere north in Zambia or Zimbabwe or somewhere to go and compete, which would be very expensive. So very happy about that. Now, let's get into this competition specifically. Now, we have 3 things that I'm prepping for. Two events that factor into the competition itself, but 3 things to do on the day. Log, deadlift, silver dollar deadlift. What have I done? So as you most likely know, because it's such widespread information, of course, I currently hold the junior log press record at 90 kilos. It's about 200 pounds. I set it a few months ago, I think 4 or 5 months ago, and then competed for it again, was not able to extend my record, but was able to do 5 kilos more than my record, so that's 95 kilos, in comp prep, but I wasn't able to extend the record, sadly. Now, here's the thing. After a 9-week strength building phase, I have been able to hit a 100 kilo log, so that's 10 kilos on my former record. And I had 2 sessions where I attempted 105, got very close the first time I got it off my chest, almost jerked it properly, got it about here, and then it fell. Second time, I wasn't able to get under the log. However, both times are in weeks that were pretty high volume training, so I was quite fatigued. So on Saturday, when I'm completely all rested, I reckon I'll be able to hit 105, almost definitely. Yeah, then, so that's going quite well. Then in the deadlift, what happened in the deadlift? Now, I have been stuck on the same deadlift weight for a very long time. That would be 180 kilos. I first hit 180 kilos last year, I think June, July. And then I was in a car accident. And since then, I haven't been able to do any more. So, you know, maybe something relating there. But anyways, the point is, I've been stuck at a 180 deadlift for so long. So what I did was I took 5 weeks. I did deficit deadlifts. I went, I think it was 150 for 3, 160 for 3, 170 for 2, 180 for 2, and then 190 for a single, and I made all of them. So I deficit deadlifted more than I'd ever deadlifted, which is quite interesting. Then I did a behind the back deadlift one day because I wanted to, 200 kilos. But yeah, no, so for the last 3 weeks, I've been doing actual deadlifts. And I wasn't sure exactly what my max would be, so I started at 170. I did a triple at 170. The next week, I did a triple at 190. And last week, I actually did a double at 200. Here's the video.
Let's go! Let's go! Yes! Let's go!
no, sorry about the video quality there. The camera didn't focus while we were taking the video, but nonetheless, 200 for 2, that's very good, I reckon. And I think I might have been able to get a third one. However, the reason why comes when we talk about the silver dollar deadlift, but we'll get there. We'll get there. So yeah, no, for the deadlift, I'm expecting somewhere over 200 kilos, somewhere around 210, 215 maybe. But yeah, I'm optimistic. We'll see what happens. But yeah, no. So now let's get into the silver dollar deadlift. So 2 weeks ago, actually 2.5 weeks ago, I found out that there was going to be a silver dollar deadlift. And I decided, well, you know what? Let's go for it. And so I started training. My first ever silver dollar deadlift, my platform that I set up was actually a bit too low. And so I pulled 230 for a triple, which was absolutely brutal. My knees were in so much pain from all the scraping. But yeah, no, and then last week, I actually surprised myself with what I did, because this competition is in the Western Cape, and I live in Gauteng, which is about 1,400 kilometers. It's like almost 2,000. No, wait. Almost, it's like 900 miles. So it's quite far. I decided, you know what, this is my last chance using my home gym, whereas in Western Cape, I'm going to have to go to a commercial gym. Yuck. And so I decided, let's go all out, balls to the walls, do everything. I quite literally put all the weight I had on the bar, made sure it was the right height, made sure I pushed the weights out to the edges of the bar for the sake of getting that whip out of the bar. And I did 240. And then, because I didn't want to have to struggle getting all the plates on and off and on and off, because the way it was set up made that kind of difficult, I just went straight to 285. Technically, there was more weight to be put on, but that would take it to 288. And I used the microplates to set up my camera. But yeah, no, 285, and it was an absolute grinder, but I did make it. 285. Very excited for this competition. As I've now shown, 3 lifts, 2 of which I'm contesting records for, and 1 of which I'm not. Let me actually explain what the records are. The log record, currently it's held by me, it's 90 kilos. The deadlift record is 235, and the silver dollar deadlift record is also 235. Both of those are held by the same person. Now, you might be confused why it's the same weight. It's because he set the silver dollar deadlift when his conventional deadlift was, I think, 210. And I saw the other day on Instagram, he posted a 240 deadlift. So he's also gotten stronger in that. Now, that's about a 30 kilo difference, right? So slap 30 kilos on his silver dollar deadlift, that makes it 265, which I've done 20 more kilos then. So I'm very excited, very optimistic. I'm going to get a new log record and extend my record. I'm no longer going to be sharing it, because I technically do share it with another guy. Extend my log record, making it my own, and I'm going to take the silver dollar deadlift record. Conventional, trying to be optimistic here, but let's be honest, I'm not pulling over 240. But yeah, no, so we're coming home with 2 new records and a competition 1. But yeah, no, the biggest challenge here is actually, I only found out that essays was going to be postponed by 2 months, about 2-3 weeks ago. And so I decided to do this competition about 2-3 weeks out. 3 weeks out. 3.5 weeks out, actually. Yeah, 3.5 weeks out. That's including the deload week. So, with only 3 weeks of peaking and prep, I'm now on my way to taking 2 records and hopefully winning the competition. It's 2 events and 2 competitors. As I said, the silver dollar deadlift doesn't factor into who wins the competition itself. It's simply a place to break the record if you want. It's only record attempts, by the way. But yeah, no, so the 2 of us, we are each going to win an event, most likely. and so I don't know who they'll give give first place to. I don't know if they'll have us have a tie, but we'll see. So very excited. This is a great update. I'm now officially a continental athlete, not just a national athlete. So on my first attempt, I'm going to be taking, of course, SA's juniors and Africa's juniors, obviously. I'm going to be taking this competition. I'm going to be taking 2 new records. And you might be thinking, hey, he's being very cocky. I'm not cocky. I'm just confident. And I'm excited and definitely very optimistic. So, I'll post the video of what happened at the competition after Saturday. Will probably either come out Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. I'll see how it goes. But thanks for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe, do the notifications, give me comments. So see you guys. Cheers.